Today, I want to talk about immigration, ICE enforcement, and a recent conversation Joe Rogan had that a lot of people are reacting to. Joe Rogan said immigration enforcement is more complicated than people want to admit, and that there are concerns about how enforcement is being carried out under President Trump. Now, let me say this clearly from the beginning. Donald Trump is doing exactly what the President of the United States is supposed to do. He is enforcing the law, he is defending the border, and he is restoring American sovereignty after years of deliberate neglect. This episode is not about emotions or viral clips. It's about facts, law, and outcomes from a conservative point of view. Because when you look at the full picture, Trump's immigration policies are not only justified, they are necessary for freedom, security, and the survival of a constitutional republic. Immigration is a sovereignty issue, not a feelings issue. Immigration is often framed as moral debate, but conservatives understand something fundamental. Immigration is first and foremost a sovereignty issue. Every nation has the right and responsibility to control who enters, who stays, and under what conditions. Without borders, laws mean nothing. Citizenship means nothing. Wages collapse. Crime accountability collapses. National identity collapses. Donald Trump understands this at a basic level that many politicians pretend not to. Immigration is not complicated in principle. The law exists. The border exists. And enforcement is non-negotiable. Why enforcement looks serious and why it should. Joe Rogan raised concerns about what he described as militarized ICE enforcement. Here's the conservative reality. Enforcement looks serious because the situation is serious. For years before Trump, immigration laws were ignored. Deportation orders were shelved. Sanctuary jurisdictions obstructed federal agents. Cartels exploited U.S. weaknesses. Millions entered illegally with no consequences. Trump did not cause this problem, he inherited it. And restoring order after years of chaos requires real enforcement, not symbolism. ICE operations are lawful, targeted, and necessary, especially when local governments refuse to cooperate. That's not authoritarianism, that's federal responsibility. ICE is not authoritarian, it is constitutional. Let's be very clear. ICE is a federal law enforcement agency operating under congressional authority, executive direction, judicial oversight, constitutional limits. Agents are not roaming randomly. They are not acting without warrants. They are not enforcing ideology. They are enforcing immigration law passed by Congress. Comparing ICE to authoritarian regimes is irresponsible and historically ignorant. Authoritarian governments arrest citizens for dissent. ICE enforces immigration laws against non-citizens who violated U.S. statutes. Those are fundamentally different realities. Enforcement saves lives. Weakness kills. This is something rarely acknowledged in mainstream discussions. Strong border enforcement saves lives. When enforcement is real, fewer migrants risk deadly crossings. Cartels lose control over human trafficking routes. Fewer women and children are exploited. Fewer people disappear into criminal networks. Communities are safer on both sides of the border. Weak borders are not compassionate. They are deadly. Trump's enforcement strategy is about deterrence, and deterrence works. That is why illegal crossings drop when enforcement increases. Immigration law does not require a violent crime. Another argument raised is that ICE should only focus on violent criminals. That misunderstands the law entirely. Illegal entry and unlawful presence are violations of U.S. law. You do not need to commit a violent felony to be subject to removal. Every sovereign nation enforces immigration law before crimes occur, not after. Trump's administration prioritizes criminals, gangs, traffickers, and repeat offenders, but enforcement does not stop there. and it shouldn't. Selective enforcement is how laws die. Conservatives believe in equal application of the law, not emotional exemptions. Trump is restoring credibility to the United States. For decades, politicians promised border security and delivered excuses. Donald Trump delivered action. As enforcement returned, border traffic declined, cartel leverage weakened, smuggling networks adjusted. The message became clear. The law matters again. That credibility matters. When the world knows America enforces its laws, chaos decreases. Trump understands that leadership is not about popularity, it's about responsibility. Tragedies do not invalidate necessity. Joe Rogan discussed tragic incidents during enforcement operations. Every tragedy deserves investigation. Every use of force deserves scrutiny. But conservatives understand something essential. You do not dismantle law enforcement because of rare tragedies. You correct mistakes. You do not surrender sovereignty. Every serious function of government involves risk. Border enforcement is no different. Trump understands that leadership requires moral clarity, not paralysis. Why ICE is targeted by critics? ICE is attacked because it works. If enforcement didn't matter, no one would protest it. If borders were meaningless, no one would fight so hard to erase them. Opposition to ICE is ideological, not practical. Trump stands against that ideology, and that is why he is relentlessly attacked. Immigration, capitalism, and freedom, conservatives know this. Conservatives know this truth. There is no capitalism without rule of law. There is no freedom without borders. There is no sovereignty without enforcement. Uncontrolled illegal immigration suppresses wages, exploits labor, fuels black markets, undermines legal immigrants, weakens national cohesion. Trump's immigration policy defends workers, citizens, and legal immigrants alike. That is pro-freedom, that is pro-capitalism, that is pro-America. Joe Rogan is right that immigration matters, but when you look at the issue through a conservative lens, law, sovereignty, outcomes, and reality, the picture becomes clear. Donald Trump is not overreaching. He is restoring order. He is enforcing the law, and he is defending the United States as a sovereign nation. History will not remember this as extremism. It will remember it as leadership.